Hi there. Well, I'm back with this lovely PAW 40 diesel engine. It's a British made diesel engine, and I say it's a 40 size engine, so it's actually a 6.5 cc, and this is a real beast of a diesel engine. And I did a short series recently where I restored this because it was in quite a bad condition, and I'll put a link to that series in the description below this video. But we brought it back to running condition. Part of that video, we repaired a hole in the crankcase, we cleaned up the black on the head, and we made a Venturi for it, just a single speed Venturi. Now, in the last video I did in relation to this lovely old engine was I got hold of a Meteor Carb, which is an old British engine carb from the 1970s, and I picked it up. I think I picked it up for a quid at a Swapmeet, and we got it cleaned up and I've fitted it to this PAW, and I am dead interested to see how this ran, because last time I ran it with this Venturi, it ran really nice, and I ran it on this Zinger 12x6 prop that I've got on here now, but it was just one speed flat out. And I was thinking at the time it'd be so nice if I had a throttle, and there was a couple of comments that said it'd be nice to see it with a throttle, but I couldn't find a carb to fit until I picked this one at the Swapmeet. So if you want to see me cleaning this up, setting it up for the engine, have a look at that video. That will be in the description below, a link. So now we'll take a very closer look at this, and we're going to get this in the test stand and see how it runs. There is a slight potential issue. I don't know how much difference it will make, but the Venturi I made had a throat of 7.5mm, and I'd calculated that's what it should be. This old Meteor Carb has got a throat of about 8.6, so it is quite a bit bigger. So I don't know, maybe we'll have an issue, maybe I'll need to choke it down, but we'll see if we can get it running just with the standard carb first. Anyway, quick closer look and we'll get it in the test stand. So here we go, this beast of an engine, and I am a huge fan of PAW engines, and I've got quite a few of them, different sizes, but this one is so nice with this black anodized head. And we can see we've got a muffler on there, we've got the Meteor Carb, you can see Meteor written on the front there embossed, and these are actually quite good carbs, and quite a big throat on it, but this carb works really nice, so I'm hoping it's going to get this engine purring, but there's only one way to tell. Let's get it in the test stand and we'll see how it runs. Right, well, I've spent a bit of time fiddling about with this, and I found out it was a little bit too rich on the lower needle, so I've leaned that out. I haven't touched the high-speed needle since I first got it going, and it seems to be running really sweet. So we'll start it up and we'll have a look. Oop. Let's just increase the compression a bit. Well, if I'm going to put this in a plane, I'll have to get a better throttle linkage, because this one is really rubbish. But I just need to be a bit more delicate with it, I think. So, right, let's get this started again. Right, let's see if we can do it properly this time. Well, that is running absolutely lovely. I'm just going to adjust the stop on the carb and see if I can just take it down a little bit lower. It's about 3000 RPM, which is absolutely fine, to be honest, in a model. Right, last time, fuel on, throttle open, bit of a choke, and it wants to go. Let's increase the compression a little bit. Nice, look at that, 2.5. Is it going to stop? I think it is. Oh, look at that, 2000. Sweet as a nut. Stop. Ah, yes, it is. Wow. Wow, that ran absolutely beautiful. Now I've got the same 12x6 Zinger prop on that I had when I was running it with the Venturi that I'd made, and I would say this runs a lot better. I mean, we've obviously got the control, we've got an actual bigger throat in this carb than we had with just the Venturi. It started really easy, lovely, probably easier than when I had the Venturi, and like I said, that tick over at 2000 RPM would just be perfect in a model. In fact, you wouldn't even need it that low. For it to be sustainable in a model, I think I'd probably up it to about 2500 RPM. But it did run absolutely lovely. Just had to lean out that bottom end a little bit and get the settings right, which, to be honest, didn't take very long at all. I'm just blown away with what a gorgeous engine this PAW40 is, and how well it runs, particularly on a non-standard carb. You know what? I just have to get this into a model. It does drink a bit of diesel, so I probably wouldn't have it in the model for long, but just, you know, a few months, just to be able to see this engine in operation, pulling a model around the sky. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this run. Like I say, started easy, throttled lovely. I should say there was a slight hesitation on the throttle when you've been on idle for a little bit, and I think that is just the engine cooling down, and it just takes a second to build that temperature back up. But it did, it ran beautiful. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching.